I've been reading your discussion posts online, and I'd like to respond to one of the questions that was asked, is to find the values of these trig functions for certain angles. We can't always find the values of trig functions except for certain angles. So the ones we can find are when it's either 0 or 90 degrees, and also if it's pi over 6 or pi over 3, which corresponds to 30 degrees and 60 degrees, or pi over 4, which is 45 degrees. And that's because it forms these special right triangles. So if it's a 30, 60, 90, we can reflect the triangle and create an equilateral triangle. So all sides are the same. So this will be half of this side. And then if we know two sides, we can figure out the third side using Pythagorean theorem. And for this equilateral right triangle, you just use Pythagorean theorem. So how to find the values of trig functions for this type of radian. So 7 pi over 3 would be bigger than 360 degrees, so it doesn't seem to fit into this triangle. So here's how you would figure this out. So first I look for ways to make pi or 2 pi. So 7 pi over 3 is equal to 6 plus 1 pi over 3, which is 6 pi over 3 plus pi over 3. So we get 2 pi plus pi over 3. So 7 pi over 3 is this in radians. It goes 2 pi around, and then it goes pi over 3 more. And so it forms the 30, 60, 90 triangle. And now cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So now we look at our 30, 60, 90 triangle, pi over 3. The adjacent side is the side that's touching it, so it's 1 divided by the hypotenuse, which is 2. So cosine of 7 pi over 3 is 1/2. And it's in the first quadrant, so x and y are both positive, so this is just 1/2. Let's do another example. This time let's do tangent of 2 pi over 3. So how to find our pi is we can write pi as 1 plus 2 pi over 3. Or in other words, pi minus pi over 3 is 2 pi over 3. So, if we go all the way pi, then we need to backtrack pi over 3. And this much is 2 pi over 3. And so this pi over 3 is going to be the reference angle to figure out the value of sines and cosines. So what we can do is look at our triangle here. So we have pi over 3 here. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. So it's going to be opposite, which is root 3 over adjacent, which is 1. So it's going to be root 3 divided by 1, which is just root 3. But we need to be a little bit careful because it's in the second quadrant. So that means that the value for y is positive, but the value for x is in the negative region. So then a positive and a negative make this into a negative. So hopefully this clears things up.